My name is Brandon Alvis. I'm the founder of the American Paranormal Research Association. I founded the organization in 2006 to solely investigate historical locations throughout the United States, which eventually turned into the world. Again, in '95, my oldest brother passed away of cancer, and in 2004, I had a brother commit suicide. So that sent me on my journey into the unexplained and trying to document the possible existence of a life after death through scientific means. Before I ever touched the field, before I ever even went out and tried to actively field investigate, I read as much as I could. I researched, I studied, and I looked into the whole ideology of ghost hunting, the whole concept of life after death. And I found that there was many mistakes, many things that I wouldn't find credible to someone that's skeptical or someone that's outside of the field. So I started to reach out to various professionals from technical industries, medical doctors, engineers, scientists, and I started to try and build a rapport with these people to help me along in trying to scientifically document the existence of a life after death. So APRA has been going strong for 10 years now, and we've been very lucky to consult some amazing people. In 2008, I believe I met Matt Goldman here, and he became an integral part of APRA. And he introduced myself and the organization to Dr. Harry Clore, which is the only person in history to receive 2 PhDs simultaneously in any discipline. So we're talking about a modern historical figure that's alive today that started to work with us. And he came aboard and completely changed the entire path of what APRA is today. I'm sure everyone here is familiar with the RMS Queen Mary in Long Beach, the ocean liner that's very known to be haunted, specifically by a young girl named Jackie in the first class pool. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard about Peter James and his experiences on the TV show Sightings and going out and audibly calling out to Jackie and having her call back and being able to document that audibly as well as on a live television show. So for years, this was a point of interest to APRA. We wanted to go out and investigate this haunting of the first class pool in the RMS Queen Mary. So we went out and we tried to document the voice of Jackie just like Peter James did. So we went out, we went to the first class pool, we started to call out, and we received this.
No way, Dennis.
So you can hear there, clearly it sounds like a young girl calling out to us. And what exactly she's saying, we can't be too sure. It's, again, all of this is open to interpretation of what exactly is being said or heard. But we almost hear, get out, help us, which is really interesting. But a really cool event that took place there, and one thing that APRA always does is that we try and make sure that when we investigate a location, we take all of our devices and we run them together, and we try and use all those devices simultaneously to correlate, to make a larger picture, to be able to say, okay, we documented this piece of data at this time with this device, was it correlated with any other devices? And that's what we're trying to do in making the scientific method more relevant and investigation. As a field, if we want to take what many consider to be pseudoscience to an actual science, we have to start to correlate devices. We have to start to correlate data. We have to have solid recordings that have different types of data, from EMF readings to temperature fluctuations to EVP hard data, video, that have to correlate, and we have to correlate that over an extended period of time for this field to be taken seriously, for this field to be taken seriously in the scientific community, which that's the last great step. We have to do that. If we want to advance this field, and for everyone here that already believes or maybe on the fence, if we want those that are of scientific mind or skeptical to believe, we have to show them. And there's a proper way to do that. One thing with APRA we've done since 2006 is that we've hosted many fundraisers for historical properties across the United States. We go to a location, we investigate it, We open it to the public. People come in, they pay, and all of the proceeds benefit the restoration of the historical property. We've raised tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, more than, I mean, we've raised so much money in 10 years for various locations. Thank you, thank you. And it's been great. You know, it's something that we like to do. You know, we like to preserve history in that way, and one avenue is through the paranormal. There's no better way to relive history than what we do, right? I mean, we are living history. We are communicating with these people, and we're trying to keep that history alive. So it's one thing we love to do.